Some of the most annoying advice for writing in the entire known universe must be just start. Just start writing. Just start writing. Oh my goodness. If only it was that simple, Karen, we would have all just started writing and written a book years ago. So today's episode of the MicroMuse is very short, very sweet. I want to give you a fun little writing Kickstarter because there are as many ways to kind of get yourself to start writing probably as there are brains in the world. So I'm certainly not going to stand here and say this is the only way that's going to work. Some days this might work for you, some days it won't. But it's what I like to call this whole idea is like what I like to call the cupboard of doom trick to get you to start writing. And for me, sometimes I'm like really enthusiastic about writing and I'll be like, oh, I desperately want to write about something. So for example, today I have a spot on my face and I was trying to cover it up with makeup and I just had like a flashback to my teenage years or like early 20s, and I'm like, oh, I know how I'm going to write this and I'm really keen to start writing it, so I need to get this done so I can go and start writing that. Just a silly piece. But what I normally do if for whatever reason I'm avoiding the writing process, is I trick my brain into doing it anyway. And the way that I do that is with games, or perhaps I will do something else and kind of slide into it. And so my example of that is at the weekend finally cleared out my cupboard of doom. It's only been on my list of things to do for probably a year and a half now, and it's looked like an absolute shit show for a lot longer than that because it started off as this really cool big cupboard, and then I just like threw stuff into it. And every time I impulse bought something on the internet, I would save the box because boxes are useful, and then they proliferated and it just became untenable. It was like, throw it in, close the door so that it didn't collapse on top of me. So the way I got myself to do it this weekend was I have a shiny new standing desk, which I am at now. I'm standing up at my desk. It's really cool. And I was like, right, I'm not allowed to put my standing desk up and build it and arrange my cabin and my office around it until I have cleaned out the cupboard of doom. And the other thing that helped me to do it was my husband, who is amazing. So I did that, and then I was allowed to make my desk. So that was a kind of sideways segue. So what I'm going to give you today is a silly game that beats the advice, just start writing, because that is almost never helpful. It's like, oh, when somebody's like, well, don't panic when you're panicking. It's like, cool, that's really helpful. Thanks. I'll just stop. So what I would like you to do is take three random words, and they are going to be, oh, I did write them down. Doesn't matter. I can give you three random words off the top of my head from looking around my room. Okay, dinosaur, pot plant, excitable. Dinosaur, pot plant, excitable. Those are your three words. You are going to now set a timer for 5 minutes. Well, after this video, or maybe you can come back to it, I don't know. You're going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and you are going to just write without stopping, without thinking too much, without editing yourself. And here are the rules. Rule the first. The first word of the first sentence must be one of those three words that I've just given you. The other two words must appear in the first paragraph somewhere, and you must not stop writing at all until your timer goes off for any reason, unless the room is on fire, in which case you should probably leave. But yeah, don't stop writing for any reason. Don't edit yourself. It doesn't matter. Nobody's going to see this. And just see what happens. Just see what happens. I find that quite often something fun happens or something amazing happens, or, I don't know, something cool will happen. There is a variation to this game as well. Instead of taking three random words, take three keywords for the thing that you want to write about. So maybe if you want to write about, for example, oh God, I literally can't think of any topics now. Maybe you want to write about how to optimize homepages, right? So maybe your three keywords would be homepage, boring, and story. Maybe those would be your three keywords, and you would have to fit those into the first paragraph. So report back. Like next time you're stuck on your writing and you're like, oh, I really need to do this thing and I can't get it done. And the little voice in the back of your head is going, just start writing, just start writing. You're like, thanks, little voice. That's super helpful. You can remember Vicky and the MicroMuse and my writing game and give this a go. So, yay. I hope that's helpful. I'm just going to leave you with this little slide to say, oh, there you go. There are the three words that I came up with. I actually did write them down. Your 5-minute takeaway. Use these 3 words: spatula, mushroom, excitable, or dinosaur, pot plant, excitable, whichever you would like to do. Set a timer for 5 minutes and write. The first word must be one of these. The others must appear in the first paragraph. And let's see what falls out of your brain, because all sorts of fun things could happen. You should totally follow me on LinkedIn because I write stuff that is helpful. Seriously, I share useful and entertaining tips, tricks. Don't like the word hacks because it's a bit wanky, innit? And create slow creativity advice for creative writing, writing a book, a non-fiction book, and for generally living a more creative life and a more joyful creative life. You can also visit moxiebooks.co.uk/freebies to join my email list, which you will definitely like because it means that you'll get the stuff that you've actually asked for in your inbox without being beholden to the algorithm, and you'll get some free goodies as well to help you use your voice to make good trouble. So I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, and I'll be back same time next week. Bye.